In case you didn't know by now, we at the Commonwealth Realm love the Nintendo Switch. Thanks to its unique concept of being a handheld and a home console, it has of course sold millions of units very fast. The Switch has a lot going for it, but like any video game console, it has its fair share of flaws. Over time, we've gone over quite a few of them, especially a certain online service, but today, we want to talk about another issue the Switch has, and it's not for the reason you might think.
I'm just about to head out skiing, that explains why I have this college here, but yes, we're talking about the abundance of Wii U ports on the Nintendo Switch. And many, including us, have wondered why there are so many of them on the system.
You see, the Wii U was Nintendo's biggest flop since the Virtual Boy, meaning that the majority of the system's library went unplayed by the millions of people who didn't buy it. Now with the Switch, those games have a second chance, especially when you consider that the Switch outsold the Wii U's entire lifetime sales in less than a year. Slowly but surely, we have seen Wii U ports added to the Switch ever since day one. I mean, sure you could call The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild a Wii U port, but really, it's just a game that came out on both systems on the same day, not the Wii U first and Switch later. This would continue over time with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Pokken Tournament DX, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Bayonetta 1 and 2, Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, and most recently, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe.
Wait, that's it? I could have sworn there were more. And these are just the first and second party Wii U titles. There is still the 18th port of Skyrim, the 6th port of Rayman Legends, the amazing port of Okami HD, and Payday 2. For $50 American. Yeah, great deal guys, great deal. But today, we really want to discuss the Wii U ports. Because while some of them do make sense and are worth the money, others not so much. This is where the first problem with these ports lie. With the exception of Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, these are all fully priced $60 games. The people who would find a bigger problem with this are those who have previously owned Wii U's, as why should they spend $60 on a game they more than likely already own? Just to play it portably? Sure, but that isn't enough for most. Of course, there are still a ton of Switch owners who have never owned a Wii U and would be more than happy spending full price on some of these games, even though they are quite a few years old. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is the most recent offender of this, as it came out a whopping 6 years ago as a launch title for the Wii U.
At this point, you have to offer incentive if you want Switch owners to spend full price on an older game. What New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe offers is New Super Mario Luigi U, and Toadette as a playable character with her Peachette special power-up and Nabbit. In our honest opinion, this just isn't enough to justify the price tag. Other games offered similar incentives such as Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, including everything that was in the Wii U and 3DS versions, respectively. That includes Linkle, who needs a game of her own, and also Breath of the Wild Link and playable Breath of the Wild Zelda. Speaking of needing their own game, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze included a new funky mode that helped younger or less experienced players go through the game with ease. Well, at least to some extent. It was a nice addition, but not a huge one. Still, Tropical Freeze is amazing as it is, and if you haven't bought it, you should definitely do so. However, it goes without saying that the best Wii U port on the Switch is none other than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is the gold standard for how you port a Wii U game to the Switch. You include every character, including the DLC one, and add new ones like the Inklings, King Boo, and Bowser Jr. And most importantly, they fixed the battle mode. They did all this in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and the result might be the best Mario Kart game in the series. Although, the dual item system was admittedly not the best idea, as it kind of unbalanced the game.
Other than this game, when we look again at the list of Wii U ports available on the Switch, we start to realize that it really isn't all that great. This is what we mean when we say that the Switch currently has a port problem. It's not that we have too many ports, it's that we don't have a lot of the right ones. Games like Mario Kart, Bayonetta, and Donkey Kong are truly stellar titles that deserve their Switch ports. But everything else, to say the least, isn't the best the Wii U had to offer. Like, why on earth did we get Captain Toad Treasure Tracker and New Super Mario Bros. U instead of Super Mario 3D World and Super Mario Maker? New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe makes some sense because that game sold like crazy on Wii U. But Captain Toad? Why? 3D World and Mario Maker were arguably bigger hits on Wii U, so why haven't we seen ports of them yet? In Super Mario Maker's case, we believe that Nintendo might be working on a Super Mario Maker sequel instead of a full-blown port. When we think of the original game on Wii U, it was kind of made for the Wii U's touchscreen while having the game be displayed on the TV at the same time. It doesn't translate too well to the Switch. Unless you want to make a stage using the Switch's touchscreen, then walk all the way up to your TV, put the Switch in its dock, and then play. It's not very practical, which is why it's possible that Nintendo is working on a sequel that is tailor-made for the Switch. But as for Super Mario 3D World, come on. Yes, this game didn't have the most positive reception when it was revealed because people wanted a 3D Mario experience like Super Mario Odyssey, not an HD sequel to Super Mario 3D Land. Now though, we already got Super Mario Odyssey, so it would be quite neat to revisit 3D World on the Switch, especially in portable mode. That said, there are still other Wii U ports we would like to see on Switch, such as The Wonderful 101, Xenoblade Chronicles X, and most importantly, Devil's Third. Come on, Nintendo, give the people what they want, you cowards!
Joking aside, the games that are on the top of our most wanted Wii U ports list would be the Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD. On one hand, maybe these won't happen on Switch, since at that point they would be remasters of remasters. But if they sell, would that even matter? So many people, whether they have owned a Wii U or not, would gobble these games up simply due to nostalgia. And that's okay, because they're great games with or without the nostalgia factor. Not to mention, Breath of the Wild was the first Zelda game to so many people, so to revisit all the titles on the Switch would be beneficial. If you have been watching our videos for a while now, you know that this isn't the first time we have brought this up, but we would love to see a bundle package with Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD, and Skyward Sword HD. Now obviously, Skyward Sword HD doesn't exist as of yet, and if it will never exist, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. We made an entire video regarding the possible Skyward Sword HD remaster, so feel free to check that out when this video is over.
So in short, yes, the Switch has a port problem. It's not that there are too many ports, it's just that we're not getting the right ones all the time. For example, did we really need to prioritize a Captain Toad Treasure Tracker port over, say, a Super Mario 3D World port? We don't think so, but there is still a silver lining. Some Switch owners only see these ports as a good thing, and they're not wrong. A lot of the Wii U's library went unnoticed, so to give these games a second chance on the vastly more successful Switch is an extremely good thing. However, say Super Mario 3D World never gets ported to the Switch. That means the only way for people to play this game is to either dust off their Wii U or find a Wii U if they don't already own one. It's a stressful task that can be avoided thanks to the art of porting. That said, we think a port of 3D World along with many other successful Wii U games are guaranteed, and we may see them be announced in a future Nintendo Direct. Speaking of, January is almost over. Where is that Nintendo Direct,
But now we want to hear from you. What kind of Wii U ports do you want to come to the Nintendo Switch? Sound off in the comment section down below.
So make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you like this video, and if you're new, subscribe and click that notification bell as we have almost reached we are at 180,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for that.
180,000 you say? That means that we are only 20,000 subscribers away from the big 200k. Everyone, this is the beginning of the great charge that will break through the 200,000 subscribers. Join us in making history a few months from now. Subscribe and press that shiny notification bell. The current Switch ports of Wii U platformers may not be the best. The Nintendo Switch is still home to some of the best and most varied 3D and 2D platformers on any system, and we made a list of the 10 best. So make sure to go and check it out by clicking the top right card or end card. We'd also like to thank our patrons, including Kenyatta Ali, our royal producer. If you'd like to contribute to our big productions in exchange for some awesome perks, then visit patreon.com/commonrealm. Until then, girls and guys, this has been the Commonwealth Realm, and we will see you all in the next one.